Hi, I'm Terry from Ben & Biscuits Boarding and Training Facility, and this is Luna. She's done really, really well. I mean, she's come a long ways. I'm using this collar. I don't know if you can see it. It's a prong collar. I got it to the correct size. You can take it off her head. You don't have to take it apart because it's kind of hard to take apart. But only use it for training. I'm going to recommend that you either get this one or get another one when you get home. But when you walk her, they really pay attention and listen to this. The deal is never keep it tight. It's just that when you're walking, I'll show you when I do the heel exercise here in a minute, but it's just pull and release. If she goes anywhere else other than beside your left side, we always got her at your left side. You feel the leash get tight, it's just pull and release. Keep looking where you want to go and just pull and release. The object is to walk her with the leash loose, just like this. And it's possible. She does really good with it. Now when a distraction comes up, yes, sometimes you got to make a few corrections in a row, but keep going the way you want to go. Remember, you're walking her, she's not walking you. Okay, like I said, go over a few of these things real quick. She's always going to be at your left side, okay, through all these exercises. We're going to do the heel on leash, the sit stay, the down stay, and the recall. I use hand signals. I explain them through everything. When we return, we'll come back to the heel on leash. Okay, we're going to do the heel on leash. Again, I just got like a 4-foot leash, but you can have a 4 to a 6-foot leash, either way. And do remember, it's hard to get in your mind. You don't want to keep even if you're like this and you keep your hand up here like this, and it keeps the leash tight, it's going to teach her, okay, you're always going to pull this way, she's going to constantly pull the opposite, and she'll never stop pulling. It's actually teaching her to pull better. So keep it loose. When you feel it get tight, doesn't matter if she's going behind you, over there, trying to go in front of you. It's just pull and release, and then just keep walking the direction you want to go. If you need to pull and release 3 or 4 times because she's not doing it after doing it once or twice. A lot of times she'll make just one correction, she does, but if you need to use 3 or 4 with a big distraction, use 3 or 4 tugs. Okay, we're going to do a heel and leash, see how she does. When we stop walking, she should automatically sit. She's been doing very good with that. You ready, good girl? Let's go, Lynn. Heel. Good girl. Good girl. Now when we stop like this, look at that. What a good girl. Come on, heel. Good girl, Luna. Good girl, Luna. What a good girl you are. Yes, you are. When you stop again, what does she do? If she doesn't sit, bring your hand up like this, and that's the hand signal to sit. And you can see too, sometimes I'll give a little pull on the leash. That's just a physical correction. And the hand signal to sit there again is just bring your hand up like that. Exercise finished. This is going to be Luna's sit stay. Again, she's at your left side. As we said before, the hand signal to sit. She's already sitting, but bring your hand up like this. And then the hand signal, you're gonna put her in a sit stay, and walk to the end of your leash. Be prepared, walk very slow, and reinforce the word stay, because you at first, she's going to see what she can get away with. She's going to probably try to follow you, but make sure you walk slow, reinforce the word stay. The hand signal to stay is put your hand in her face. You can be this far away, you can be right up close to her. That means stay. She knows that, okay? And I only stay out there for just a few seconds. Eventually, you can do way longer, a couple minutes. You can hide around the corner of the house. You can get to all kinds of extremes, whatever you want to. But this is where we start out, okay? Sit, good girl. Stay. Stay. I'm going to stand here so the sun's out of her eyes. Stay. Good girl. Stay. And when you're ready, don't stay any longer than this to start out with, so that way she doesn't break the command. I'm going to stay. Stay. Give her a second. Exercise, finish, and praise her. Good girl. Now, something I haven't mentioned is when I first started out with her a little bit, because she wasn't too enthused about this to start out with. She didn't know me and new to the collar, new to everything here. So I use treats just a little bit. Well, sometimes I still do a little bit, but I'm trying to wean her off from it because they know when you don't have them, a lot of times they won't listen. But the downstay, which is what we're going to do here next, she doesn't do it. That's probably her worst thing. And with a treat, it helps. But I'm going to show you how to do it without a treat. You should be able to do it even easier with a treat. Same as a sit stay, but you're going to put her in a down. Always start out left side in a sit. Always don't try to put her down from a stand. Always make her sit first, turn and face her. What you're eventually going to do is just put your finger right to the ground and tell her to down. When she doesn't do it, if she doesn't, then you can try to help her a little bit, but it's very, very simple and easy. make it an okay thing for her. Good girl. Luna, down. Now, I've only told her once. I'm going to tell her one more time. Luna, down. Good girl. Good girl. Now, if I had to tell her another time, I was going to make her go down. Just you can pull one of her feet gently, push her down real slow and gentle. Very easy. If you end up telling her 5, 6, 10 times, almost like a child, they'll get used to you telling them 10 times before you make them do it. So any of these commands, make sure that you don't end up telling her 10, 15, 20 times to do something. Catch yourself after you told her 2 or 3 times. She's obviously heard you, but she's not listening. In all these commands, she knows what you're saying. She's just opting not to do it. So she's breaking a command. Now this is a tough one here. You stand up and just tell her to stay, just like you did with a sit stay. Stay. Reinforce stay. I'm going to stand so the sun doesn't get in her eyes again. Stay. Same thing, only just for a few seconds. Stay. Stay. Get back here. Stay. Stay. Good girl. Come on, Lily. Good girl, baby. This is going to be the last one, which is the recall. Put her in a sit stay. Tell her to stay again. Walk the end of your leash. And then next hand signal. So let's go over them. Okay, let's go over all the hand signals. Okay, this is the sit. This is the stay. Put your finger all the way to the ground and tell her down. Okay? And then the last one we're going to go over is the come, where you're going to bring your hand to your chest and ask her to come to you. So let's try that. You're going to put her in a sit, stay, reinforce stay. If she tries to follow you, put her right back where you started. Do it over and tell her stay, real slow. And when you call her, you're going to bring your hand to your chest and call her. And she should come. Hopefully she'll sit at your feet. Basically what you want to do later on, you won't even have a leash. You call her and she'll come to you. This is where we have to start out. Ready? Luna, come. Exercise. Okay, for a conclusion, Luna's done really, really well. I mean, obviously she's very smart. She's a little defiant at first. I had to kind of figure out her ways, and you don't want to push her too far. She didn't get aggressive at all, but she will kind of shut down. You can only go so fast, and you have to make it fun. I did use treats a little bit, but as you can see today here in this video, I didn't use any treats. She doesn't have to have them. I recommend only as a, I don't know, once in a while give them, but don't do it all the time or they will expect it. She's done really good. Going in and out of doorways. I put her in a sit, tell her to stay. I open the door. Really, you're supposed to walk all the way through and do a recall and tell her to come when you're on the other side. But what I do is I tell her to stay, I open up the door, and then I tell her to come as we walk through together. What that's basically doing is when you open a door at home, they don't try to bust out. You know, they know, you tell them to stay, they can't go out that door. If there's somebody on the other side of the door or not, they were told to stay. A little trick too, you can do this. This collar works great. You can even put that like that. You're not holding it tight. She's got slack. You can put that leash down, put both feet on it. Somebody comes to the door. You don't even, your hands are totally free. And you open the door or whatever, have somebody come in, tell her to stay. If she tries to get up, the minute she tries to go, that collar is going to tell her no, she has to stay. And if it's somebody she really, really wants to see, she might get all crazy there, but try to just act calm. You be calm, she'll be calm. And once you get her to realize that she has to sit and stay, just have her like this. You have to stay right here, stay, good girl. Keep her that way. Then as soon as a person gets in, then you can say okay and let her go to them. And she'll learn to do that on her own. She's very smart. But the jumping thing, that's another thing, big thing. If you're having problems every once in a while, she doesn't jump on me anymore, but she still tries to jump on others sometimes. When you're expecting, you know it, have this collar on with a leash. See, I got plenty of slack here. There's plenty of slack. So it's gonna come to an end when she goes to jump up, and it's gonna make that correction. Have somebody come up and you know she's gonna jump, say, yeah, you can come see her. When she goes to jump, you just keep telling her off. And the other person that comes up to her should be saying off. Not down, because remember, down means to lay down. Just tell them to say off or no jump, but I taught her off. And eventually, if everybody does that, everybody, she'll stop trying to jump on everybody. And that person she's trying to jump on, once she stops, come down here and give her what she wants, which you can hold her down with this hand if you want, so she doesn't continue to try to jump. You know, you don't have to hold her hard. She's not gonna jump up at that, and just hold her out, pet her. That's what she wants to begin with. So once she realizes she's gonna get the attention she gets, when she doesn't jump, she'll stop. She's very smart, very good girl. So if you ever opted to do the off-leash training, I don't think we talked about that. Not every dog is capable of it, but I think she's done such a good job. I think she would be able to be taught off-leash training, and we can go over that. If a lot of people don't need that and find it unnecessary, and it's not for everybody, and it's not for every dog. But if you opt to do that, she would be a good candidate for that, I think. So thank you for allowing me to work with her. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.